just about set for football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start.
Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So you work all week on your opening script, Mike, and what happens? Well, that opening script is going to have to wait until your second possession. The defense comes out with a big stop early, they get the interception, and now it's the opposing team going out looking to take this early lead.
So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Dream situation here for your first possession of the game, Mike. You go from sitting on the bench thinking you got a couple minutes before you got to take the field. Defense comes away with a huge takeaway on the opening snap of the game. Now, in this sudden change, can you come away with points? Can you reward the defense for creating the turnover and get yourselves out to an early lead? Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. To throw is McCarthy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, it's Will Reichert time for this Viking field goal. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The return starts from the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Seahawks offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0. as the offense comes back out 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. He'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt as he's standing right around his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll run. This is Mason.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
Forced out left. Taking off. Whoa. 22 yards for pickup there. 1st down, Minnesota.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Open man is Oliver, the tight end. On the ground is Mason. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he will get into the end zone. J.J. McCarthy Touchdown, Minnesota.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He gets it to go, and the Vikings are out to a 10-0 lead.
Seahawks nothing. Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He takes off. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
The Vikings offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it beginning on this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Forced to his right. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Seahawks offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
The pass.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down. Here's McCarthy. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Looking free downfield, it's Thielen. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Boye Mafe in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. It's a pickup of 12. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Jordan Addison. A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Let's go.
A run. And here's Mason. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now when you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. Now it is first and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal.
60 games, go!
On the ground, it's Mason to start the fourth. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal.
Let's go!
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And he's in! J.J. McCarthy! Touchdown, Vikings. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and through. The Vikings move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10.
We're going to set.
Darnold. This one stabbed by Smith and Jigba. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. The tight end going in motion to the left. On second down, Walker. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Good for a Seahawks. First down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Once again, it's Walker. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Out wide, it's a screen to cover. It is third and long.
A gain of a yard makes it third and 14.
Here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 36 yards. That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Now Darnold. That one taken in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are back in this one. It's 17-7. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. And a few kneel down should come close to closing this one out, depending on whether or not the defense wants to use those 2 timeouts they have left. But it really would just prolong what seems to be inevitable. Up the middle they go. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. As it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
At the 43-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, sack.
They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Sack. Viking 18. Hut, hut.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.